So welcome to our third video in our series designed to support pharmacy contractors set up and effectively run the contraceptive service in community pharmacies. My name is Liam Stapleton. I work with the LPC in Nottinghamshire to help develop and deliver education and training initiatives.
Hi, my name is Mike Jones. I work for Nottinghamshire LPC and I'm the Services Implementation Lead.
Thanks, Mike. So our previous video focused on setting up the pharmacy and included understanding the need for the service in your community, communicating with local practices, setting up your processes in the pharmacy, ensuring you have the right equipment to deliver the service, and registering the service. There'll be two further videos that will focus on delivering this service effectively.
So this video will focus on getting the pharmacy team ready to deliver the service, and we're going to cover three areas: the training required for the pharmacists before they undertake the service, specific training for other team members, and a briefing for the whole team. There are some resources available as PDF files that accompany this video, and hopefully that'll be useful to you. If you haven't printed these off yet, please pause the video and print them. There's also an action plan that you can take note of the actions you need to undertake as you watch the video.
Okay, we'll start with the pharmacist training requirements. Pharmacists, we know, are used to dispensing the oral contraceptive and have had experience of providing emergency contraceptives both at NHS service and as a private sale. More recently, many pharmacies may have sold the oral contraceptive following the launch of OTC products, although this is currently limited to the progesterone-only pill. The responsibility for continuation of oral contraceptives, or, as will be required in future tiers of the service, the instigation of oral contraceptives, including long-actable reversible contraceptives, referred to as LARCs, is new to community pharmacies. It's important that not only do we update our knowledge of oral contraceptives and contraceptive choices, but we're seen to be up to date as well. Any pharmacist providing the service should have evidence of the competence they have in the clinical skills and knowledge appropriate for this service. This is covered in the following e-learning packages available from CPPE or Health Education England. So the first thing that should be undertaken, if you haven't already done this, is the CPPE package on emergency contraception, as this gives a lot of background knowledge and stuff that you'd be quite familiar with.
A broad understanding of contraception and the available choices for a patient is also important for this service. Now, this can be provided through two different options. Firstly, completion of the CPPE contraception e-learning package and e-assessment, or by completing the 4 subsections of Module 3 of Contraceptive Choices from the Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health e-learning. These subsections cover the mechanism of action and the eligibility criteria, choosing contraceptive methods and combined hormonal contraception, and lastly, progestogen-only methods, both oral and injectable. This service requires a more detailed consultation than those that we might undertake when supplying the oral contraceptive against a prescription, or indeed when we're selling a product. Evidence of developed consultation skills is therefore required, and this can be provided through completion of the CPPE consultation skills for pharmacy practice and the associated e-assessment.
Thanks, Mike. Following on from what he said about a more detailed consultation, it's important that as part of the consultation, we ensure the sexual health of service users is maintained. Evidence for current knowledge and skills in this area can be provided through completion of the CPPE Sexual Health in Pharmacies e-learning package and the associated e-assessment, or from completion of the following 4 subsections of Module 9, STIs of the FSRH e-learning that Mike mentioned earlier. This covers epidemiology and transmission of STIs, sexually transmitted infection testing, STI management, and partner notification. This training is complemented by further resources that the pharmacist must have evidence of completion, including the FSRH Contraception Counselling, a subsection of the e-learning for health package Sexual Health. When you go into this, it's part of the external resource that you click on at the bottom, and then you get a new screen, and it's this top choice here on the second screen. An understanding of safeguarding is also important. However, hopefully this should have been recently completed by all pharmacists in the pharmacy as part of the quality scheme, the pharmacy quality scheme. So there's a lot of training that pharmacists need to complete prior to undertaking this service, possibly up to 28 to 30 hours. Some people will have already completed some of these training programs recently, whilst others may have them all to complete. Creating a plan to undertake these with deadlines for each element is important and will help them be completed efficiently. We've included a downloadable resource that will help you plan the training required and collect the evidence needed. It also has hyperlinks for all the resources required. It's important to remember you don't have to supply the evidence. It's self-certification to say that you've completed them. However, the evidence has to be available for inspection should it be required by the ICS or the NHS in general.
Thank you, Liam. So this is the first time a service specification has included training for technicians. Now, the pharmacist is required to deliver the consultation. However, they can delegate appropriate parts of the service to suitably trained team members. For example, the pharmacist could delegate collection of initial information, name, address, name of GP, etc., measuring blood pressure and measuring height and weight and calculating the BMI to a pharmacy technician. Evidence of training and assessment of competence should be collected for any team member who has been given these roles. We've provided a resource as well that will help you collect this evidence to keep in the pharmacy.
So the third part we said we'd talk about is a team briefing. Everybody in the pharmacy will need to be aware of the service, how it will be delivered in your pharmacy, and what everybody's role will be. We think you should cover the benefits of the service, why you're providing it, what's the benefits to your local community, what the service is now in terms of continuation of oral contraceptive treatment, and how it will develop in the future. So when we're able to initiate oral contraceptive treatment, which patients is the service appropriate for, and who will not be able to be provided the service, what the service involves, safeguarding, and the need for a chaperone, and some of the staff members may be suitable to be chaperones, and what will everybody's role be in delivering the service. We've provided a further resource to help you plan your briefing and to create a record to show that everyone in the pharmacy team has received the briefing.
So what are you going to do now? Well, we suggest that you review the action plan you've already started to complete. Plan what training is needed by different members of the team, and add in any other action points that you may have missed. Please remember to assign deadlines and owners for those tasks so that you can complete all the training for all of the team in the appropriate timescale?
Okay, so our first two videos have focused on setting up the service in the pharmacy and the team to deliver the service. Our next two videos will focus on how you can deliver the service most effectively and efficiently. These videos will be kept focused and will supplement material from other sources such as Community Pharmacy England. You can look out for these videos on the LPC website, the LPC newsletters, and our social media pages, which are all listed here. Thank you very much for watching, and look out for the next videos.